Hello, my gorgeous soul tribe. So welcome to this week's reading from the 16th of November all the way through to the 22nd. And happy birthday to my beautiful second born, and congratulations on completing year 12. Last week of exams. So huge week for us anyway. And yeah, it looks like it could be a big, deep week for the rest of us as well. So the potion that we have before we get into the astrology and talk about the tarot is Vision Quest. So we will have the new moon in Scorpio this week. I do feel there's a lot of like intuition and undercurrent energy that is coming up that's trying to speak to our conscious mind merging up through that subconscious. So pay attention to dreams and to messages that are coming through in terms of symbolism, synchronicities, the world around you, the matrix. So the crystal that we have, and Vision Quest is a really great one to have before bedtime. And the affirmation is, I am a seeker. So it's all about tapping you into finding deeper messages, deeper answers, and spiritual guidance as well. So the crystal that we have for you guys this week is black tourmaline. So this is a black tourmaline bracelet. It's a really good one in terms of protection, helps repel negativity. It's just a really good one with some of the crazy Mercury retrograde energy going on. And before we get into the astrology, I just want to share some little highlights and say a huge thank you to you guys that also helped to nominate me for the beautiful Spiritual Leadership Award. So let me share this with you guys. So this is one of the photos from the night. It was such a fun night. It was held in Queensland, and there were some beautiful, amazing people there. And let me play, this is a little video. I won't play the sound. I can see Emma. I can see Emma's name there. Thank you, Emma. And there we go. Just a little look into the night. I just thought I want to share this with my beautiful community who nominated. And that is the gorgeous Kelly, who runs the leadership event. So yeah, it was an amazing dinner with beautiful like-minded hearts and souls. There's the gorgeous Caller, who is a medium. Some of the beautiful food there. Oh, and you would have seen Sarah Joy, who I've had on my show at the beginning of that too. So the gorgeous Sarah was there. And yeah, it was so much fun. It was a very quick trip for me. And yeah, oh my gosh, I'm still recovering in terms of sleep. Getting up at 4 a.m. to fly there and then flying home at 3 a.m. the next day. So yeah, I feel like I'm just catching up in sleep. I did manage to still get out to the beach, which is really important for me. And I thought you guys would like that. There's soul on one of the buildings there. So yeah, you guys were in my heart and in my thoughts while I was there as well. I just want to share that with you. There's the gorgeous Sarah. So let me just pop that down. And I just want to remind you guys that we do have all of the zodiac signs up for this month. So do go check it out. Check out your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. And thank you to the gorgeous Lorianne, who quite often, if we catch this on a live, you will pop that up. So I just want to say thank you to my community that also shares this out. And I do have bookings available. So I only have one day left open for this week, which is tomorrow. So if you get in really, really quick, you can use the discount code that is currently going along the bottom of the screen, which is self-care, to save 10%. So I do have time booked out for myself this week because we've had so much going on with family and children and just life in general that I'm taking a little bit of time off, but I will be still working with family stuff. And we do have the Soul Alchemy Potions event coming up this week. So if you haven't already purchased a potion, go and do so, and you'll receive a free invite to our new moon event. This one will be in Scorpio, so it's all about rebirth, power, and emotional alchemy. You'll see all the details over there. And the best way to purchase is with the complete bundle, because that way you have a full pantry or a full magical cupboard full of all of the different potions that we work with each week and that we work with specifically, around the new moons. You may also choose to work with it around full moons as well. So let's get into some of the astrology for this week. So this week will be a little bit of tender energy at the start. And I always sort of feel this when we're in that Mercury retrograde space, just to try and be a little bit gentle and kind with myself, with others. This week at the start, it's inviting us to really slow down and to honor and to go within to our inner landscape. So Mars and Chiron will be stirring up old wounds. Hopefully not, but they may. So notice how you feel. Notice if there's any misunderstandings coming up. Notice if you're feeling perhaps not heard. And with this as well, we know that Mars can be often referred to as the planet connected to do with war. So we don't want to launch into any warring energies and things that are bringing up connected to do with our old wounds. So make sure that we're identifying, noticing patterns, noticing threads or trends, things that are coming up even in the collective as well, because not all the wounds that are coming up will be just your personal wounds. This can also affect on the collective level as well, and can be a little bit more catastrophic when it comes to Mars energy. And with this as well, have a look at where you have Chiron and Mars in your personal astrology chart. So I know for me, I have Mars in the 5th house with Libra, and that's probably like the calmest place to be able to have Mars. Hi, Lyra. And with Chiron, I've got that in the 12th house, which is often harder to identify the hidden wounds, but it can also represent that when you master it, that you'll be able to help the collective as well. So yeah, just it's interesting to have a look into your own personal charts. So what you might find, it could be harder this week, especially at the beginning, to express what it is that you truly desire. So just doing a little bit of somatic breath work, a little bit of, you can probably hear Lyra attacking my couch right now, naughty girl. So yeah, doing a little bit of breath work, some meditation, just softening back into that place of the heart, and also doing anything that's going to make you feel a bit more resilient. We will have the Libra moon helping us to bring balance to our emotions. So even if we're feeling a little bit more sensitive, it could also be to do with this and trying to bring us back into balance. So as the week starts to unfold, we will have the sun align with Jupiter and Saturn, gently reminding ourselves to ground more so with peace and practicality. So this is a beautiful time for us to redefine your sacred projects, stabilize your energy, definitely savoring the simple things in life, whether it's like rituals, like having your potion in the morning or evening or afternoon, whatever it is that you feel like feeds your soul. This is a beautiful thing to be working with this week. So embrace moments of joy. Definitely trust in your intuition this week. It will be a strong and powerful guide, which is why I've recommended this potion, the Vision Quest one, just to even further enhance intuition. So midweek, we will have the stars starting to help us to tap into deeper truths. Mercury retrograde from the 9th. So we started that last week all the way through to the 29th. So this week it will sextile Pluto, offering us profound inner revelations. So you might find that you unlock hidden insights, or that you see familiar situation with fresh eyes. Might be almost like you're seeing it from outside the matrix point of view. Hi, Lyra. And I think she's saying hello to all of you. So with this, we also have Mercury will be in Scorpio. So your intuition might sharpen. So this will be bringing up soul level work. So really being patient with yourself, with others, seeing what rises up to the surface, and definitely resisting the urge to have a bit of a downward spiral, whether that be a fear spiral, whether that be something that, unexpected shifts and things also coming up could create a little bit of chaos. Thursday will bring flashes of more tapping into your genius or inner genius. This will also be more unexpected shifts, and we'll have Mercury oppose Uranus as well, which will form a trine with Neptune. So definitely trusting in your downloads, staying a little bit more flexible than usual. So I find to kind of breathe through it, just like you would with labor pains or cramps or birthing type energy, will really help. Also, we have Venus, which will harmonize with the lunar nodes, weaving more kind of grace throughout our relationships. This will definitely offer a deeper level of healing and connection to those that are aligned with us on our path. This may also spotlight those that are no longer in alignment on our path or bringing discord. So when we end the week It will be in the transformative waters of Scorpio new moon. So please come along to our new moon event. And this will be on the 20th. So we have the veil will be lifting, and this will invite us into deep and sacred rest. So this is a potent moment to clear emotional clutter as well as physical clutter. Anything that you feel is taking up space is blocking new things from coming in. So it's all about reclaiming your power, releasing outdated patterns, and alchemizing your fears. The new moon also will align with Mercury, which will oppose Uranus, urging us to leap into new beginnings. Even if it feels like we can't see the full picture yet, please just trust and know that things are unfolding if it feels in alignment with your heart and in alignment with your soul. We also have Uranus sextiling Neptune. So this is all about rewriting old scripts that are helping us shift and move into a higher vibrational language, a higher vibrational version of ourselves as well. And I keep getting the word modeling come up from spirit when we're talking about this. So it's all about sort of holding or being the container or modeling what it is that we wish to shift out into this matrix, into our little universe, our groups, things like that. So this end of the week, you'll be tapped more into compassion, into creativity, cosmic consciousness, just knowing that this is a shift and an evolution that we're all going through. I just saw 1111 individually as well as collectively. And I just want you to know, even if it feels a little bit trepidatious or you're feeling a little bit uncertain or a little bit scared, this is just that amygdala and your reticular activating system. So we need to trust and have that leap of faith as well. So let's have a look into the tarot and see what is coming up in terms of wisdom for this week. And let's just get an overall vibe check of what could be coming up. Oh my gosh, I'm multitasking at the same time. I can still hear dinner cooking away on the stove. I'll have to check that in a moment. Okay. And I also just want to take a little moment to express my heartfelt gratitude for you guys being here with me as well. I really love just being with all of our group together. And hopefully when things calm down, I can come back in to do a few more lives. It's just been so busy lately. So let's have a look into some of the cards. So we have the High Priestess, the card of the Fool, the Four of Wands, the Knight of Coins, Nine of Cups, and the Hermit. So what we're seeing at the moment with the High Priestess, this is about really releasing any distraction. This is about shifting into our higher viewpoint and vantage point. The High Priestess for me as well, she's all about more being in vibrational alignment and frequency. So this is going to bring up new pathways that we are more spiritually aligned with, as well as letting go of and completing old things, as the Four of Wands is also not only the spiritual marriage card, but the card of completion. And for me, the Fool card also represents the archetype of Alice in Wonderland. So if we're looking at this, there seems to be some kind of ritual, some kind of activation. I know for me, it feels like this birthing with the Scorpio new moon that is coming up, this rebirth, Phoenix rising from the ashes, as we know that Phoenix is often associated also with Scorpio. So we will have a rebirth onto a new path that we are more spiritually aligned with. So there will be the closure energy. There will be where we're slowly moving towards things. It's definitely things that are more aligned with the heart. So Jupiter, Pisces energy, this is all about opening up to a higher frequency, a higher vibration. And we do have the Hermit card. So some of you might be feeling a little bit unsure in terms of if you're ready for this. But we see with the Nine of Cups, this is more coming through directed from higher frequency levels. This is about letting go of the mind, letting go of the over-analysis that we get with the Virgo Hermit energy, and knowing that this is sort of giving ourselves that little push forward, knowing that this change is actually happening for us. So let's get a card from the Star Tarot. We have the Tower card with the Queen of Wands. So you're not going to be thrown something that is bigger than you can handle. So with the Tower card, we know that this is also associated with the Hebrew letter Peh, which represents that our words are more precious than gold. So I want you to be speaking things into your reality, really focusing and watching on what your words are creating in your own personal world at the moment, as well as how you're speaking about the collective. So Queen of Wands, we know that she is radiant, she is fearless, she's not comparing herself to others. She really is shifting and moving in her own kind of stratosphere, is the word Spirit's giving me. And we have the card of the Sun. So, and we have 8 of Cups, and we have the 7 of Cups as well. So this is interesting. We do see, hold on a sec, I've been showing the sun. So look at all this sunshine, Leo energy that we have. This is about you stepping into your leadership. This is about you vibrating in your own higher frequency, shining your own light, not being concerned with anything that's going to bring you down, any darkness, getting pulled into emotional patterns, emotional traps, or words and things that can be used against you. So 8 of Cups is where we want to have these breakthroughs. We don't want to get pulled back into cycles or things that are depleting or weighing us down or draining us of life force energy. So 8 of Cups is Saturn. So we want to make sure that we're not falling into any systems connected to do with control or into any people that are connected to do with control. And 7 of Swords, this is for me, it's a card of futility. And I didn't say fertility, I said futility. And it is Moon and Aquarius energy in the Thoth deck. So it'll be 1 sword in the middle where we're holding that alignment to self, to our soul mission and source, and we're untouchable. So even though it can sometimes represent shadow aspects or people gossiping, talking, trying to manipulate or sort of do workings behind our back and these sort of such things. This to me, I feel like it's a final test, a final challenge, a frequency check to really have a look in what is in alignment with us for this next step, I keep getting the word evolution. And that's also with the High Priestess. And then what it is that feels out of sync. So really noticing what brings life and energy to you, what feels out of sync, what feels out of alignment. We have the Ace of Swords. So the more that, oh my gosh, and the meditation card. So the more that you're awake and aware of this, the more that the messages are going to come through with extreme, beautiful downloads. So Ace of Swords, this hand of God or this higher self message coming directly through. And a lot of it is received in meditation. So please take time out for healing, take time out for meditation. Let us get some words of advice from Spirit. So we've got a 9 of Wands. So you're stronger than you know. We also have this 7 of Wands. So anything that sort of comes our way, recognize what is pulling you into patterns, what is causing you to sort of have to engage into things that you don't wish to engage or be part of. And there's power in this when we realize this too. So notice who's taking your power away or where you're giving your power away. And yeah, 9 of Wands, this is Sun, Moon, and also Sagittarius. It is also known as a card of strength. For me, it's about building a bridge over things. And with Mercury retrograde, we know that this can also represent setbacks. So sometimes giving a pause, not having to answer straight away, or having a little bit of a breath and a deep kind of reflection and then coming back to things. I know I've had some tech issues today, and it's not unusual in a Mercury retrograde, but I had to just walk outside, let it go, and then I came back to my computer, did the same exact thing, and all of a sudden things started to work again. So yeah, sometimes it's to disconnect in order to just shift that resistance and that energy. So other words of advice, we have 6 of Cups. So we may notice the inner child stuff coming up. This is Scorpio and Sun. So that will also be highlighting our patterns and our wounds as well. So interesting, because we have the new moon in Scorpio as well. So they want one more card. And we have 5 of Cups. So you may be feeling a bit of deep grief and things with letting go of some things, or perhaps certain things not going to plan. 5 of Cups, though, is this energy of, we don't often realize that with loss, there's also love and support in the background. So please reach out. Please make a booking if there's something that I can help support you with, and we can look into individually for you. So go to solreta.com or get a Soul Alchemy Potion, come to our New Moon event and join our beautiful Soul Tribe Collective, and we'll be working with manifestation and shifting things together. So quite often we work with kinesiology, we work with pranic healing. We also do a specific written meditation that I create for individual, each new moon event as well. So let me just see in terms of, okay, they want the herbal astrology. This has been a favorite the last couple of months. So with this one, let's have a look and see what we have. Okay, so the card that we have, and thank you also for the love in the comments. I so appreciate you guys, my beautiful soul tribe. So we had Tulsi, which is wealth. And I think this is also often referred to as holy basil, if I'm correct. And we see here Mercury and Jupiter. This is such a beautiful energy. And we also know that the peacock is one of those birds that is associated with the spiritual realms. And we see this beautiful girl in this sari type outfit. So let's have a look into the guidance message for this. Okay, so this is connected with wealth. So it's about true wealth, prosperity, charisma, vivaciousness, luxury, beauty, and auspiciousness. So in terms of guidance, the Tulsi goddess sits proudly facing her beautiful peacock, symbolizing heaven on earth. She raises her arms with grace, aiming them like the wand to catalyze magic. This is that high priestess energy that we see in the Thoth deck too. The fountain is centered between the goddess and the peacock, representing the wellspring created between earth, the manifest world, and heaven, the spirit world. So peacock embodies the medicine of auspiciousness, magic, and beauty, reminding us that we are the living gateway to the greatest of mysteries. Tulsi is here today to teach the key to Jupiter's doorway, abundance and wisdom. So it is to live, create, and communicate from a place of wonder, innocence, impeccability, which is Mercury. This is also that Alice in Wonderland energy that we were talking about with that innocence, the card of the Fool. So rather than doubt and confusion, don't be fooled by material possessions or vanity, often worshipped in the material realm or world. I'm adding words in. Tune into deeper realities that abound around you. Be spontaneous and celebrate your temple just as you are. So definitely be working with, I'm going to be working with Vision Quest. Let me know if you're working with Vision Quest for this week as well. And I can't wait to see you guys at the New Moon event and connect with you guys in video chat there and see all of your gorgeous faces. So I'm sending you so much love. And also I just want to express my heartfelt gratitude for my gorgeous soul tribe. And thank you so much for all of the nominations that got me through to the finalist round for the Spiritual Leadership Awards, especially for building spiritual business. Love you guys. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you through the week.